Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Today we've got another beer from the Hacker-Pschorr, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is their Weissebier, or Hefeweizen. So it's a wheat beer. It's the old classic German Bavarian swing top bottle. So yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's something that I drink a lot of these kind of style beers off camera, but never actually brought it to the channel. And I thought, being it late summer, yeah, let's try it. I just love that. Look at that. How cool is that? And this old, it's actually drilled into the old thickness of this, about an inch kind of part of the bottle. Wonderful stuff. So this is a classic wheat beer, unfiltered then. It's coming in at 5.5% ABV, 12 IBUs then, and as with the Keller beer I done literally just now, but probably a few days apart from when you're seeing this, part of the Pauliner group, they're a subsidy. What's the word in? Just an idiot. Subsidiary. They're part of them. You know what I mean. So I don't know who that chap is there. I've not done no research. A bit of an SM on my part. Did you get the initials? Yeah, kind of one of them deals. So yeah, these guys, I don't know how long this brewery has actually been knocking around. I would imagine quite a long time, but whatever. This was actually, they've got a bottled on and a best before date here. So it's bottled on the 6th of May of 2020, best before the 6th of February of 2021. So there you go. Interesting. So a classic Hefeweizen then. Let's crack it open then, stop gum beating, and let's make this noise from the old... let's get it right up close and full effect. Let's go in. Got the smoke. Look at the mess everywhere. Yay. Don't know why it's on that. Look at the mess. Oh well, at least it's summer. At least it's summer. It's alright, it's only a little bit. It's not too bad. I made it actually worse than what it was. I thought it was just smoke. Here comes the summer. Comes straight out the glass, out the bottle. But yeah, nice swing top bottle. Really cracking. It is what it is. So yeah, I haven't gone for a traditional Hefeweizen glass on this one, because they're a right pain in the backside to actually clean, especially when you get past the neck. I've only got one anyway, but so I'm just using like a traditional pint glass for this. So hashtag not proper glassware, but who cares? You don't care, do you? I don't. So with the traditional kind of the way the beers go, let's generate a bit of a head just at the top then. So still a bit of room there to get my nozzle in and get an aroma. But yeah, and there's a little bit of cakiness going on in the bottom of that bottle there, but nothing nothing too crazy. Let me just clean myself up here a sec. Let's just keep it part of the review, shall we? That's right, it's just a few bits and pieces, but nothing crazy. But we've always got a cloth there just in case. I'm more worried about the electronics and getting it over me. I don't care. Although now I've got the old mic. I hope it's working, by the way. I'd like some feedback on what you think, whether the sound quality is any better or not. Anyway, enough waffle. let's get into this. So yeah, classic. It was actually a bit darker than I was kind of expecting. I've had some Hefeweizens that are very kind of a shade kind of lighter, wheatier colour. This is more of a kind of an amber sort of colour. I've had a few hefts that have been a lot lighter in colour. Perhaps that's the glass, the thickness of the glass. Hefeweizen glass are a little bit thinner than this traditional English or British pint glass that I'm using, just for because it's just easier to clean. But yeah, so Hefeweizen. Let's go to what it says about the style. The German style Hefeweizen is straw to amber in colours, which is an amber, so that kind of makes sense. Made with at least 50% malted wheat. The aroma, we don't want to go into that because we're gonna do it for ourselves. So let's get an aroma. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a well-known fact if you do any kind of research to a style of beer. Hefeweizens, very kind of banana, clove, coriander, yeah, bubble gum. Not to the extent of a Belgian yeast kind of funkiness or nothing like that, but it's all coming from the yeast. Brown bread is something I always find, and I'm getting it in this as well. Definitely getting that banana clove aspect. Really quite a nice aroma. It's kind of blending well that kind of brown bready sort of esters. It's not brown bread esters, but to me in my head it's got that kind of, yeah, it's very kind of all from that malt. Really nice, slightly sweet, definitely a little bit of white pepper or something like that. Is it coriander? Definitely clove. Very nice, inviting kind of aroma. So we're going to tuck this away. Cheers. Oh, wow. I've had a fair few Hefeweizens. I've never had this one before. I've only had the this is actually my third beer from these guys. I've had the Helles, the Keller beer that I recently reviewed, and now the Weissebier. So all their kind of like the three I've tried of the very traditional German styles of beer. And it's really interesting and really intriguing for me to, on my palate, to try these. And I want to get back to traditional. I'm really enjoying this whole kind of experience and put it on camera and sharing it. So these reviews are going to be longer. Bit of entertainment, getting soaked on the look at the smoke. I hope you enjoyed that one, Joe. Yeah, that's smoke, all right, and then that's not smoke. It's like a follow through, if you know what I mean. It's really damn refreshing, easy drinking. It's just cracking. It's got like a medium body, not getting any kind of alcohol or anything like that. Very moorish on a hot day. I mean, it's not obviously hot at the moment at this time of day, but a really interesting quaffable beer. Comparing it to others, it's kind of difficult, isn't it? unless you're a regular drinker of a certain style of beer, I mean, I could probably compare more, excuse me, with New England style beers, because I drink them fairly regularly. They do run together, but my gaps between Hefeweizen to Hefeweizen can be, you know, so it's very difficult to actually compare mentally from months and months apart, or in sometimes maybe like season to season, summer to summer. Whereas IPAs, they run regularly together, and that kind of thing. So it's difficult to compare to others I've had. But so I mean, I enjoy every single one I have. When I have them, it's like, oh, why don't I drink more of this? I mean, there's probably lots of other styles I could say that with as well. It's not as sweet as I remember some Hefeweizens. It's a little bit more mellow in kind of that department. Maybe the Paulaner Hefeweizen, which is probably the kind of more widely accessible of the Hefeweizens, I'd say. From memory, I don't think it's quite as sweet as that. This has got more of a malt kind of base, or wheat base to it, if you like. A little bit more, I'd say, mellow from memory. It's got more of them richer, deeper flavours. But an absolutely cracking beer. Really nice. I love, obviously, the old swing top. What else does it say? I'm curious. So what does it say about aroma and flavour of Weissebier comes largely from the yeast and is decidedly fruity banana and clove. Weizen means wheat and Hef means yeast. There are multiple variations to the style. Filtered versions are known as Crystal Weizen, crystal clear, which I actually knew that bit. And darker versions are referred to as Dunkels, with a stronger bock-like version called Weizenbock. So yeah, this is commonly a very highly carbonated style with a long-lasting collar of foam. It's still got it. I've not been swishing it around, and it's still present in the beer. I mean, if I could generate it again. So it's kind of with the amount of carbonation in the beer. This is how you're going to get rid of it if you keep doing this. It's up to a half a finger of a white head again. So if you've got really high carbonation beer, swirl it around. It just releases all that kind of that gas, especially lagers. I mean. Then that's it. We'll have to see what the outcome is. So I'll give it one more taste. Longer reviews because I'm actually breaking it down for you guys and for myself as well. So I think a lot of these German beers are going to be longer reviews. So which is what it is. But if you want to look up for after this video, if you want any other kind of German beers, go and check out the Clueless Drinker. He lived in Germany for, I can't remember, Peter, how many, is it 4 or 5 years? If you ever watch this, which you probably don't, I don't blame you. He's done a lot of, he lived in Bavaria for a while, done a lot of classic German beers and lots of others that I've never heard of. Although the craft scene has definitely evolved in Germany probably in the last 4 or 5 years. So yeah, lots of purity against craft, you get the best of both, so nothing wrong with that. I'm going off on a tangent again. Right, rating, that's what I was going to do. Right. In terms of that then, for a Hefeweizen, I think it's a decent beer. I'm going to give it, where's this go? See, I think it's between a 7.5 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10. It's in that ballpark. If I gave a 7 3/4 out of 10, it kind of lands around between a 3.8 and a 3.9 on the untapped scale, and that's where I'm kind of putting it. I'm probably going to put it at 3.9 on the untapped scale, so a 7 3/4. I don't generally do split down like that, but I think that's where it lands. So let's go to untap then, get the page up. Okay then, so how many check-ins? 134,842 total check-ins then, 940 in the last 30 days alone. We're getting attacked by moths now, it's that time of day. It's had 91,661 total ratings of this beer then, and it's coming in at 3.68. So it's not quite 7.5 out of 10, but then just over 90,000 total ratings. That's pretty impressive. As I've said, I'm giving this a 3.9 on the untapped scale. So not quite an 8, but it's a little bit more than a 3.75. So in that ballpark for me. So go and check it out for yourself. I purchased this one at Beer Merchants. Pardon me, another classic German beer then. Sorry about the longer review, but it is what it is. Another German beer review. Cool. If you sat through all that and you're new to the channel, you may as well subscribe. That'd be really cool of you, and I really do appreciate it. And anyone who's watched this far, wow, thanks very much. I really do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up as well, that'd be cool on the way out. Thanks for watching then. Let me know if you've had it before down below. Check out my German playlist as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers then.